be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Caught right side. It's Lewis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll try again with Jones. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The kick by Crosby is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. 12, 12. 12. One pass, one pass. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Check, check. Lucky. Yeah, listen.
On first down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Zadarius Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
Well, they won't let me pick nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over.
He ain't
We
saying
are
that
ready
anyway.
for quarter number 3 alongside Charles
Mario
Davis.
about
I'm
pissed
Brandon
me off.
Gott.
Yo, the time I used in the meeting, he heard that nigga heard me tell him I couldn't press a button for some reason. You know, man, sometimes I won't even let you pick the plan or nothing. I was so mad. This joker
Oh, you accepted the penalty or something?
Yeah. Can't you tell? Oh, accept a penalty. That was so. Nigga pissed me off with that.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think
it's 17-7 my way,
passing the ball more, but I'd establish
the running game. They
kind of went away from it in the first half. If they get back in balance,
it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll run here with Dallas, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. There's Wilson to throw. That's complete to his running back.
Here we go. Popped his butt again. That's called the two-piece. I'm punishing that joker. His stick. He done fumbled twice. Huh?
Ask me if he needs some extra, some biscuits and gravy with that.
So what?
Some biscuits and gravy with that.
Oh yeah, he gonna have to get some. Cause when I tell you I'm giving it to him.
30-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's brought down at the 24.
I just realized I'm 11 for 11.
Gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll go with Jones.
Dang, I didn't get the first down. I should have did a passing play. I would have missed him up.
Pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
It's just me and you. 31's the mic. Alert. 31's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. 31's the mic. I got you.
Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. To try again after the sack. Wilson dumps that off to Penny, his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Wilson. He lets it fly.
Good one.
It got his man.
Got my fault.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and run forward with Penny.
Oh, shit.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
You're
It's a
not
good
getting
pickup
the
of
catch.
7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
14, run it.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Ballore punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
I should have followed him.
The 2-point conversion is successful. So they like to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it. Did pressure, gets wide open. Goes back at the 4-yard line.
Dang.
Alton Robinson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Rodgers.
You threw it low.
Get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinn Diggs. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Come here, bring me that.
Back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Good the whole game.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Wilson going to throw for him.
Aaron Rodgers.
And he's got it. So
What about Aaron Rodgers?
He was doing good the whole game. That's like Aaron Rodgers.
2-point try. Sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
He did not show out.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
I remember one playoff game where he did not score a touchdown. There was no showing out in that game. I also know another quarterback that's supposed to be the best quarterback in the NFL, also not showing out in one Super Bowl game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense is
my wallet, little girl.
score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Got it,
A deep ball going to be caught here near midfield.
That's mine.
Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 3 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball.
Oh, my other dude fucking got it.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And the Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Ain't no way.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
All right. I got this thing set on overall. Why is he not in the... Okay.
And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Okay.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams.
He didn't even jump.
Picked off at the 25. And he will take us across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
He didn't even jump.
Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Uh-oh.
The first down carry. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Forced out to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Stop, Molina.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And Rodgers intercepted the third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. He's able to take it across midfield
Molina.
Going out of bounds. 7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards remain for second down. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Wilson.
Get her.
And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. They go for it on fourth and goal, but then wind ends up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
This match is The Undertaker versus Chavo Guerrero.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, Rodgers. Pass complete, Tunyon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Vincent Mayoa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Remaining on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Pick that towel up and go put in the dirty place.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try now for Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Come here. Hey.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Seattle. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 70 yards. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
No, Stinky. Yeah, her name's Stinky. Yeah, she got up there her duck in the trash.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Stop talking to your sister like
that. Rodgers now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Got a man. That's Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. 41 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. No run back here.
Stop tearing. Y'all stop wasting baby wipes. Stop it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 2nd down, here's Penny. Only a couple there, as he'll be brought down about the 28. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's going to be a few minutes before I get back on the ground and move it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it with Penny, and he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the 1st. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Leaves it for Penny. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. These two teams all tied after one. They go back to the ground now with Penny. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big 30-yard play on third.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running left, it's Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Dumps that off to Penny, his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep.
Hey, he bumped my dude. He got in the way. That nigga, man. He's so gay for that one. It's all good. He got in the way of my dude. Well, they better be glad they don't call this stuff.
Up to the task.
He better be glad they don't call this stuff.
Like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there.
He better be glad they don't call it.
5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now
What up,
inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock.
Playing the Mario, bud.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Real quick, so I can hear better. Yeah, I can hear it now. Yeah, I like, man, this nigga here.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On play action, now Rodgers.
Oh, my game cut off. Oh, my game cut off.
He's sacked. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
My screen cut off.
How to defeat an offensive tackle. That was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's
Oh,
going
my God.
And people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it. And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism
screen
of the
cut
guy
off.
who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
I can't see them.
And with the play clock
I can't
winding
see
down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, what is going on? Why would their game cut off in the middle of the game? Let's see. Like, that was crazy. Like in the middle of the play, my game just cut off. I mean, my screen shut off.
Hey.
As soon as I hiked the ball. Dang, 3rd and 12. Dang, man. That's my darn play up then.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
No, I'm up. I'm playing.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Ooh.
He hits Adams complete. And he takes this one down almost to the 30. That goes for a gain
that was so
31.
pretty.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Yeah, I made me a playbook out of the Packers.
Not sure
since I've been doing that
blitz. But now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Playbook out of the Packers because that's what I be playing in.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So you can't use no custom in there. Can't use no custom playbook in there.
Won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense.
I like it, though.
Throw it a little and come
I got
back
my
to
team
the run.
already.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, my God. He should. Oh, Clark, he should have tattooed that joker.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Ooh.
He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Man, I love when
yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to Disley.
Like I use one dude for a decoy for the hit. He'll dodge him.
And see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's do it.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. The end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On third down, Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
We need to stop.
Three quarters
right
have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I need to start right here.
And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on fourth. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Steps away to his left.
Come on, follow him, niggas.
Touchdown, Seattle.
That's all I need y'all to do.
Tyler Lockett.
Follow y'all,
They
player.
make the grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Buying time to his left. That is caught. It's the tight end.
Hey,
Yeah, he's going
had
to
to
be
run
out of
bounds.
But not before he takes it inside the
need to
40.
touch.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. Now Rodgers got to have this one.
Oh,
As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Man.
Now it's Penny running right. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score.
Yeah, he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And give them a gain of 37. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Leaves it for Penny. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Wilson. That's complete to Eskridge. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Wilson able to hook up with Eskridge. 1st down, Seattle. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Wilson steps away, and now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle.
Yeah.
This is going to be intercepted.
Jumped that in.
Picked off by Jair
I jumped
Alexander.
that in.
And
Yes,
a very
sir.
good return as he'll take
I
it all
jumped
the
at
way
the
up to the
joke. Made it throw
40-yard
that ball
line.
to the
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Back to throw, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
2nd and 10.
I got that nigga in such a bind with his dog on. I
Now
don't know who to go
Rodgers.
at. Oh, he picked
The
it.
interception.
Dang.
Picked off at the 36.
That nigga nigga picked it.
We say it often.
Dang, Green Bay.
Interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
There's a yard there, and it's second and 11.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They'll get that complete to Parkinson.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal of 43 yards.
That nigga made it. Good game.
And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. So the victory here for Seattle. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
I be killing myself when I'm playing this joker, bro.